Can I get you a drink?
Sarnie Whoop?
The same.
I think...
But who are you, man? Why do I want to see you? I was told you were on an intergalactic cruise, which I can handle, but in your office, which I can't.
But I assure you it is true.
In what?
I wonder if...
What do you want, Ford?
A small Jack Spirit, if there is one.
Get the man a drink, Sarnie Whoop.
Or indeed a large one.
And one for me. Two for me. There's nothing worse than having only one drunk head.
Well, here's to your achievements, for Weeblebrox.
Achievement? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What achievement?
Oh, I don't know. I achieved so many things, you know.
You have the heart of gold. You have brought it here.
Yeah.
Into my universe.
Yeah. What?
This universe. I created it in my office. You've been in it for quite a while now.
Huh? Is it all right if I just go and sit in this corner and get drunk? I may sing quietly if that doesn't disturb you. It's just been... Well, you know how it is.
You mean we're in an artificial universe?
Oh, yes.
All that up there?
Yes.
Like in your office?
Yes.
Oh, man, I've heard of open plan, but...
It's modelled very closely on the real one, you know. There's just a few differences.
But when did we get into it, man? I mean, like, where? When?
You didn't notice. Well, I'll let you work it out for yourself. Now you've brought me the ship, we can dismantle this universe, return to the real one, and find what we're after.
Can I just ask you some questions?
By all means.
Okay. Well, for starters, I'll have who, what, when, and where, and then whither, whether, whence, and wherefore to follow, and one big side order of why.
And the wine list, please.
It's terribly simple. Long ago, you and I and others planned to discover who it was ruling the galaxy, who was making all the decisions behind the president's back. I found where he was located and retreated to the safe hiding of the bar in the first-class lounge of a forgotten spaceship in an... Can you stop that man singing?
Hey, Ford!
Yeah. I'll sing something else.
In an artificial universe. Meanwhile, you were doing the most important job. You stole the infinite improbability drive ship, without which it would be impossible to breach the barriers protecting his world. And then you brought it to my hiding place.
Ford!
Oh, yeah?
You're still singing.
Am I? Oh, yes, I am. What's the matter? You don't like it? I'll sing something different.
Well,
Won't you
I'll just bring your ship down. Then we can get out of here and get on with it.
Holding spirit.
The major problem, one of the major problems, for there are several, one of the many major problems with governing people is that of who you get to do it, or rather of who manages to get people to let them do it to them. To summarize, it is a well-known and much lamented fact that those people who most want to rule people are, ipso facto, those least suited to do it. To summarize the summary, anyone who is capable of getting themselves made president should on no account be allowed to do the job. To summarize the summary of the summary, people are a problem. And so this is the situation we find. A succession of galactic presidents who so much enjoy the fun and palaver of being in power that they never really notice that they're not. And somewhere in the shadows behind them, who? Who can possibly rule if no one who wants to can be allowed to?
Pussy, 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 coochie, 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 coochie. Pussy want his fish. Nice piece of fish. Pussy want it. Pussy not eat his fish. Pussy get thin and waste away, I think. I imagine this is what will happen, but how can I tell? I think it's better if I don't get involved. I think fish is nice, but then I think that rain is wet, so who am I to judge? Ah, you're eating it. Fish come from far away, or so I'm told, or so I imagine I'm told. When the men come, or when in my mind the men come in their 6 black shiny ships, do they come in your mind too? What do you see, Pussy? And when I hear their questions, all their many questions, do you hear questions? Perhaps you just think they're singing songs to you. Perhaps they are singing songs to you, and I just think they're asking me questions. Do you think they came today? I do. There's mud on the floor, cigarettes and whiskey on my table, fish in your plate, and the memory of them in my mind. And look what else they've left me. Crosswords, dictionaries, and a calculator. I think I must be right in thinking they ask me questions. To come all that way and leave all these things just for the privilege of singing songs to you would be very strange behavior. Or so it seems to me. Who can tell? Who can tell? I think I saw another ship in the sky today. A big white one. I've never seen a big white one, only 6 small black ones. Perhaps 6 small black ones can look like one big white one. Perhaps I'd like a glass of whiskey. Yes, that seems more likely. Perhaps some different people are coming to see it.
There?
Yes.
What, that shack?
Yes.
Weird. But it's the middle of nowhere.
Oh, come on. We must have come to the wrong place.
Knock on the door.
Hello?
Excuse me, do you rule the universe?
I try not to. Are you wet?
Wet? Well, doesn't it look as if we're wet?
That's how it looks to me, but how you feel about it might be a different matter. If you find warmth makes you feel dry, you better come in.
Sure.
Oh, that's
fine.
nice.
Thank you.
Very kind.
Just through...
What, you?
Man, what's your name?
I don't know. Why, do you think I ought to have one? It seems odd to give a bundle of vague sensory perceptions a name.
Listen, we must ask you some questions.
All right. You can sing to my cat if you like.
Would he like that?
You'd better ask him that.
How long have you been ruling the universe?
Ah, this is a question about the past, is it?
Yes.
How can I tell that the past isn't a fiction designed to account for the discrepancy between my immediate physical sensations and my state of mind?
Do you answer all questions like this?
I say what it occurs to me to say when I think I hear people say things. More I cannot say.
Oh, that clears it up. He's a weirdo.
No, listen. People come to you, yes?
I think so.
And they ask you to take decisions about wars, about economies, about people, about everything going on out there in the universe.
I only decide about my universe. My universe is what happens to my eyes and ears. Anything else is surmise and hearsay. For all I know, these people may not exist. You may not exist. I say what it occurs to me to say.
But don't you see? What you decide affects the fate of millions of people.
I don't know them. I've never met them. They only exist in words I think I hear. The men who come to me say, so-and-so wants to declare what we call a war. These are the facts. What do you think? And I say. Sometimes it's a smaller thing. They might say, for instance, that a man called Zaphod Beeblebrox is president, but he is in financial collusion with a consortium of high-powered psychiatrists who want him to order the destruction of a planet called Earth because of some sort of experiment. Should he be allowed?
Now, wait a minute, man.
Sit down,
wait.
Arthur, sit down.
Let go of me!
Oh, Arthur, you know me.
Okay,
What
leave him. We'll sort it out later.
But it's folly to say you know what is happening to other people. Only they know, if they exist.
Do you think they do?
I have no opinion. How can I have?
Ford, the Earthman, do you think he's... I mean, that's not it, you know. That's not it at all, man.
But don't you see that people live or die on your word?
It's nothing to do with me. I am not involved with people. The Lord knows I am not a cruel man.
You say the Lord. So you believe in...
My cat. I call him the Lord. I am kind to him.
All right. How do you know he exists? How do you know he knows you to be kind or enjoys what you think of as your kindness?
I don't. I have no idea. It merely pleases me to behave in a certain way to what appears to be a cat. What else do you do? Please, I am tired.
What was that?
I don't know, man. But I didn't like the sound of it. Let's get after the Earthman.
Look, sorry to rush, great ruler. Keep up the disinterested work, right? See you around.
No, wait! There is so much we must discover.
Yeah, later. Arthur! Arthur!
Holy Belgium, man! So is the swatting ship!
Was all that true?
Oh, what is truth, man? You heard the weirdo?
Fine. Zaphod, whatever may or may not happen from here on in, I just want you to know something.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I respect you.
Great.
Just not very much, that's